Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is me, Dukect, here live before the huge Snowmageddon and all the craziness here on the Dukect Lounge live on TalkShoe.com. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you want to call in, if you're in the chat room, what have you, phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. All right. A lot of things to talk about. A lot of things. A lot of stuff to get into. Some really interesting stuff. Some good stuff, bad stuff, all the things here. There's a lot of things to get into, boys and girls. But you know what? We're going to start with some gaming news, actually. Yeah, I was going to do all this stuff about talking about the DC Universe stuff. In fact, I'm going to be talking more about that and some wrestling and some previewing the WWE Royal Rumble. Because I like to branch out and do all the stuff. Now, first things first. Let's talk about the premiere. And supposedly, Sega has released a brand new, they was going to do a game, and this is going to be Sega, right here, the company has announced, made a new game announcement, this spring. There is going to be, an essential collection. There's going to be an essential collection of 9 Sega classics. You have Thunderblade, Galaxy Force 2, Power Drift, Fantasy Zone 2, Altered Beast, Puyo 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, and many, many more. Some are like, hey, that's cool, another thing like that, but for Sonic's silver anniversary and such, they better have something interesting. There also gotta be something really interesting, and something that actually will be, something more of a, something more tangible. Because a lot of people are looking at Sega who like, what will be their main thing? Because a lot of people have lost faith. Some people like it, and I'm saying, again, with another collection. I mean, there's other Sega collections out there. And, but hey, I'm like, you know what? If people like this, I'm down with that. I think it'd be good, and some people like that. That's great. But at the end of the day, I think people want to see new content, new material for guys like Sonic, but also other things that are coming. I hope Sega has some good ideas coming in games and such. Gotta look at this right now. Let's see what's coming out for upcoming games. There has to be some really good upcoming games for them. Okay. There has to be some. I mean, okay, other than Total Warhammer, but, I'm looking for, whatever. I'm looking for stuff like that, because there has to be something. There has to be something, something that is something really good for the next couple, something good for Sega coming. Maybe in E3 they'll show you something, but hey, if you like it, I think this will be very interesting. People have a 3DS. I don't. This is not going to drive me to get a 3DS, by the way. I'm not much of a mobile guy. Personally, I'm not really much of a, 3DS type of guy. That's just not me. And that's what I feel like. But anyway, if you want to get this thing, it looks very interesting. They're gonna put these games now in 3D. So yeah, well, hopefully people will like it, and if not, maybe some young generations can get into that as well. Speaking of something really more interesting, there's been videos showing that there was actually supposedly some gamer actually showed some levels that by originally free supposedly the whole Star Wars Battlefront 3, which is interesting. A lot of people looked at it and they said this was something really good. But yeah, this looks, again, a lot of people who are frustrated with that game, because Star Wars Battlefront 3, to me, when I first saw it, I thought, yes, this would be probably one of the best games out there, but instead it was just, Battlefield, Star Wars Battlefield, as most people will call it. And did it sell? Absolutely. It sold boatloads of money because of its still name. And it sucks that, good and actual good positive things, good games and such, good ideas get trampled on. Good ideas and stuff like what there was presented in the videos and such, good ideas like that were gone. I mean, I remember seeing the Star Wars, seeing the, the speeders and everything. I mean, this is it looked really good. It looked like, wow, this could have been something really magical. Something that was really, really good. These huge, maps and things like that. And there could have been something last thing I saw about it, there was actually, you could use your starship and go to atmospheres, go down to the planet, things like that. You could go from land combat to space combat. Things I wish that the next gen consoles should be able to provide, but instead, they cut all this stuff out. Where are the space battles? Oh, we can't do that. Where's the star? Oh, we can't do that. No, we can't do it. This is the reason why people have losing faith in games right now, because it is, again, just a spectacle. There is no meat. No meat. And when you have no meat, people just like myself, who I'm still waiting to buy that next game. I'm still waiting to get into the next generation. I know, again, this is what? I made the right call. I'm not going to get a Xbox One on PS4. Not anytime soon. Maybe, hopefully, they'll find something. Anyway, that's my little video game portion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to take a small little break, and we will be right back. When we come back, I'm going to be talking a little bit of DC. In fact, the new show premiered, DC Legends of Tomorrow. You want to get my first thoughts on that and the other stuff that the DC movie universe and such. I will tell you all the stuff about the Suicide Squad trailer, the footage shown by Wonder Woman. I will get into that and more here live on the Dukect Lounge. But first, a little music from OC Remix, the great OC Remix. Let's look something fun. Let's get us something interesting, something that's a really good thing. Let's go into some TMNT. How about some... here's something really cool. How about... Running with the Spreader from TMNT. Let's see, was it Shell Shocked? Yes, the Shell Shock remix album for Turtles of Time. It is on, ladies and gentlemen, on OC Remix website. You should download it. It's great. And here's one of the tracks from that album. Take a listen to Running with the Shredder by Ergo Sonic. Here, live on the Dukect Lounge. Right back, right after this. And we are back here live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me here on TalkShoe.com and on Zipcast.com, ScrewTat.com, which I need to update again. The Cheshire Cat Studio forums, the Deck After Glasses forums, FreakinAwesomeNetwork.com, YouTube.com/Dukect, and Manic Expression. Well, let's talk a little DC movie and TV universe. First things first, let's talk about the new Suicide Squad trailer. What? And there's one word. Wow. I saw this during the whole DC universe building up to and such, building a movie universe. I was really impressed by it. It really looked like they got the characters, I think Will Smith looks really good as Deadshot. They got him looking really good. The young woman playing Harley Quinn. I gotta look this up. See, make sure who is playing Harley Quinn. Let's see. Oh goodness gracious! People saying Harley Quinn failed. What? Why? I mean, she looks really good. Everything seems to be, Margaret Robbie actually looks and feels like, looks and feels like, Harley Quinn. A lot of people saying, oh, she's failed as, I'm like, seriously? Over in, Hitflix, I don't even know what in the world and such, because, what? Above screenshot is Joker, wow. Seriously, that part, I actually like that part. Hitflix, I'll give the link of this thing to the description, because seriously, this stuff right here, just a disappointment. People just, they don't, that sort of thing. It's, it seems that, people want to talk about this part of Harley Quinn or that. Just some people just think, this is just another adaptation, and heck, she still is a crazy person and such. She still is, insane and everything. She's still a, fun-loving, crazy person, which we all know and love, and the trailer really shows that off. People just are never satisfied, They'll never, ever be satisfied. People. Yeah, I'm trying to let my cat in my room. He just, I don't know, it just seems like he likes me. Let's see, what else? Oh, again, I really love Suicide Squad. The guy who yells at the beginning, reminds me so much of, actually, I know it's still people like, maybe I watch too much wrestling, but he reminded me of Bram from TNA Wrestling, and it's just like, let me out of here! Ah! Like, do British men with beards automatically act like that when they are, do people with, British men with, beards act crazy? I don't know. But overall, I feel like this is going to be a really good film. Speaking of which, films, I'm still hyped for the Superman v Batman. I don't care what people is. I'm loving it. I think it's going to probably be one of the best. Man of Steel is great. And I don't care what people say. Man of Steel was better than Avengers Age of Ultron. I don't care how much hate I get. I don't care how much people downvote this or whatever. I still love Man of Steel. And I don't care what people say. People just, Now again, they always have some adaptations and everything else, I'm hoping, and this movie seems like actually will have, some consequence which is something that had been lacking in Marvel films, but that's another topic for another time. I want to keep this podcast under an hour so people can just move on with their days and such. But yeah, I'm really still hyped about that movie. Also, the Wonder Woman footage looked really good. It looks like a period piece, like something out of World War II. And I'm looking pretty good. I think this is going to be I think the movie looks really good. I think this is going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see it. I think Chris Pine is really good for Steve Trevor. I think this is going to be very interesting. And it's a new look. I like the look here and for the Justice League and everything else. Being different from, being different from from Marvel, which again, they should be. Not everything should be the same. Just my opinion. But yeah, I really did like the new Wonder Woman stuff, and I can't wait to see more of it from next year. And speaking of more DC, I saw Legends of Tomorrow tonight, and let me tell you, I was really impressed by the first episode. I really liked the characters, especially White Canary, Heatwave, and Captain Cold going in the 70s bar and beating the crap out of people was amazing. And I'm like, shoot, screw it. After seeing that scene, I'm like, get them the trios titles from Lucha Underground. Oh goodness, that would be funny. Have Lucha Underground, yeah, that would be a crossover. People want to see Legends Tomorrow and Lucha Underground. That would be fun. You're not right, Kitty. He's looking at himself and doesn't care at all. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The characters are really good. I felt everything worked really well. I like Red Hunter. I like things. And now there's rumors for season 2 coming around, and it looks like it's going to be more of a mystical thing. That'd be really good to rotate these people around. I think it's actually pretty good to keep the cast and keeping things fresh. So, yeah, I think this is a really good place. CW, I feel like it has another hit in its hands. I think it's going to be something really positive. And I can't wait to see more of it. I really like the series. I think this is going to be really, really fun. And I can't wait to see what more can they do with Legends of Tomorrow and these characters. So yeah, I'm very pumped for that. And I think most of you guys are pumped for that as well. Anyway, let's going to talk some wrestling. And first off, we'll talk some bad TNA wrestling news and such. Because, well, TNA is the land of failure. Not only talking about their main event on Pop TV on Tuesday, which I didn't even watch. I watched a couple pieces of it. And it still is stupid. Believe me, yes, it's stupid. But I'll get into that after the song break. But if you want me to talk more about comics and such, leave a thing in there. Because, hey, I like to branch out. Anyway, let's see what other song I can play you. What song can I get to listen to the masses? Oh, back to these. The Shell Shock. Let's play some. Let's play a little. Let's see what we said. Here it is. Now we got it. Hot for April. Turtle Swing. Let's play that. And the artist is Sixto Sounds. And you're hearing this here live on TalkShoe.com and on the Dukect Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. And we'll be talking about TNA in the next. After this song here on the Dukect Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here, live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect, here on TalkShoe.com. Well, what a interesting mess TNA has been in. First, you have reports on Lawrence Payne, and we're going to be talking wrestling here. I know that probably chased out 95% of the audience at this point, so, well, screw it. This is a wrestling mainly podcast, folks. Deal. Anyway, it's reported on LawrencePayne.net that TNA, numerous talents in TNA are worn out and exhausted after 5 nights of straight TV tapings that happened last week, and which many having dreaded. Talent was reported to having ring rust after being so long since the last taping. After it being so long since the last tapings, which affected the status of their matches. Yeah. And TNA also reached out to 2 big-name free agents to appear on Pop Debut, and, let's see, we need to find out who it was. Who is going to, who was those guys? I think it was supposed to be, who were those? I think that, from PW Insider, says, quote, saying the company made a hard play to sign AJ Styles, bring him back, but also, the Bullet Club, Gallows and Anderson, which are basically WE bound, which is a better play for them anyway. But yeah, they just said no. They moved on, and honestly, for the better, because there's rumors that Styles might be in the Royal Rumble. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, this would be very interesting to see that if this is something, and such like that, just that would be very interesting if they said no. But also, at this point, TNA, with their long taping schedules and such, it is, again, this is probably, this gets injuries. This gets people with this gets bad morale. I mean, this is horrible for their bodies. I mean, this is what, and then, you have people who then leave the company. This is what happened last year. Multiple people left the company. They left the company, and yet they were featured on Impact to a very dwindling audience of mainly, 45 to 50-year-olds, which is a problem on the board, which I need to get in. Maybe I get Chris Moore and have him come in and just in a conversation about that. Rowdy C. If he wants to show up again, if he wants to, hopefully, the invitation's open, and maybe I'll talk to him this weekend. Maybe we do something, later on or something like that, a special podcast. I don't know. But then again, I'm probably going to be busy doing my own review, which, by the way, the next last we were saying will be my season premiere, and I'm going to have the new intro and also a new review, hopefully, and by next week. I'm writing the script now. I will hopefully will have everything done by at least when the snowstorm here is over. I'm going to be starting doing everything at probably around like Friday. I'm going to finish the script up probably tonight and do some final touches on tomorrow and do some, redrafting and stuff like that. And then afterwards we will, I will do the film and do the audio, the video, the audio, and yada 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 yakety smackety, and then boom, boom goes to Dynamite, and there we go. But anyway, back to the point. Back to TNA. The main event last night. the Matt Hardy EC3 double turn. Let me count the ways how that was stupid. 1. Matt Hardy, who lost multiple times to EC3, who, by the way, EC3 also, was a complete prick as a champion, an egotistical prick, who not only sued this company, the company, threatened to get, put litigation to basically have an injunction on TNA to start this whole rigmarole, this world title situation craziness, caused strip Matt Hardy, the babyface, which people liked as champion, and doing all, and people are like, well, we have to, and then people hate him and such. And then you don't have Matt Hardy keep crying and whining for shots over and over again. Dude has been a complete and utter loser. Okay, and you have EC3 Bodyguard, who, by the way, won a number 1 contendership match for the World Heavyweight Championship of the world. And those are his words. And he screwed EC3 and became Matt's bodyguard because reasons. I still want someone to break that down for me. Please. And again, it's Matt Hardy 2016. It is 2016 and Matt Hardy is your TNA heavyweight champion. Even though the rub could have gone to, someone like I said, Rockstar Spud, who made the feud the entire year with EC3, that she should have been the first one to beat him. Drew Galloway, after the whole, the whole GFW craziness, you'd think he would be the guy. Nope. Not only he loses here, but supposedly he lost to Kurt Angle again. Jeez Louise, what a goober. He loses in the triple threat match for the heavyweight belt. He loses in the TNA World Title Series. He's not even in the Final 4. And then he loses to Kurt Angle on his farewell tour. Oh gosh, Drew Galloway. What a complete nutter. That man, he is. The word is failure. But yeah, it's so beyond stupid. It was very idiotic. And I honestly, am I surprised TNA did this? No. Do I think they can make a good story out of it? Anyone can make a good story about it. Maybe have EC3 don't show up for a couple of weeks and such. Have him reflect. Have him try to, look and say, yeah, maybe I was really a prick, and have him have videos, training and such. See his remorse. See him actually say, yeah, I've been an ass, and have Rockstar Spud come in and, have been beaten down by Matt Hardy's new crew, and then you hear trouble, and then EC3 come out, beat the crap, chased him off. That sort of thing. But we see that transformation. We see it. Instead of like, he's faced now because reasons. Ugh. It just makes no sense why people start cheering for EC3, even though he has done nothing. And I repeat, he has done nothing in his character to prove to be cheered for. And then again, I could be wrong. Leave a comment. I want to hear some person just prove me wrong, please. I want someone to prove me wrong. Alright, let's play another song, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do another album. Let's look at something. And you know what? Just see, let's play something from, what should we play? Here we are. Super Mario 64 Portrait of a Plumber. Let's see. What is something? Oh, Wings to the Sky by Halleck. It's like H-A-L-C, Halleck? I don't know. Well, someone can correct me on that. But anyway, we're going to listen to that. Wings to the Sky. So Super Mario 64, Portrait of a Plumber. You can download that album for free at ocremix.com. Take a listen. We'll be right back with the preview of the WWE Royal Rumble. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back here live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me here on TalkShoe.com or on Zipcast.com, StreamAttack.com, YouTube.com/DukecT, iTunes, Freaking Awesome Network, Band Expressions, Jessica Studio Forums, Dukect Glasses video forums, and anywhere and everywhere I can post this greatness. Anyway, let's get into something greatness. That's something I am going to be looking forward to, the WWE Royal Rumble. Which, honestly, the card looks actually halfway decent. This actually looks pretty good. No lie, I'm actually looking forward to some of these matches, even though some of them might have US title match. I feel like this should have been a rematch, but then again, hey, I want the first time, winner should actually be, a winner. So anyway, let's take a look at the first match, shall we? We have the Divas, WWE Divas Championship match as Charlotte with Ric Flair takes on her former best friend, Becky Lynch. I think this will be a very good match, a very fun, exciting match. I just hope that this will have some really positive things, because personally, I wish the Divas title would be replaced by the Women's Championship match. Women's Championship, make this a Women's Championship match, because it just seems like Divas has been, played out a bit, but that's just me. I wish it was a better, Women's Championship, something like that, bring that back. But, then again, I think honestly NXT Women's Championship is, hectically in a vision in NXT. Man and female are probably more interesting than most of the roster, but hey, the main roster is trying to be, we make movies. It's the same crappy movie, but still we make movies. So, but overall I think the rest will be pretty good, so yeah. Next up is the WWE Tag Team Championship as the New Day. Sans Francesca, 2015 to 2016. Never forget. Never forget. As the tag team champions, Kofi Kingston and Big E, or Xavier Woods, the Freebird, ladies and gentlemen, take on the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, the #1 contenders, the Slammy Award-winning Tag Team of the Year, 2 years running. I think this will be a very good match. The Usos trying to be more personality driven, which is a good thing. They need something more to differentiate. Show some differences in the ring. I really wish they should do that personally, because just have them doing the same moveset, but have someone different type of stuff. Show their different size and personality. But overall, that sort of thing. So overall, I think this will be a good match. I want to say the New Day win, but I think they will tag team belts. But I honestly wish that the New Day will keep winning and have, Enzo, Enzo and Big Cass win the belts from him. To me, that would be perfect. But that's just my personal opinion. Yeah. Because the promos between Enzo and the New Day would probably be completely hilarious. But overall, I think this will be a good match. But I would not be surprised if the Usos do pick up the victory and become tag team champions. So, yeah, I see the Usos winning and taking the tag team belts. Next up is the WWE United States Championship match as the champion Alberto Del Rio takes on the former champion Kalisto in the rubber match. Goodness gracious, to me, the matches are not that terrible. I really like them. Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio have very decent chemistry with each other. The problem is the road they got there. Maybe have Kalisto win a couple more matches. Maybe win another. Have his first championship reign great. And it was great when he had it. But again, he lost it. And now they're saying the third one will be for realsy. But, when you first win a championship, it should be important. And the way they've been presenting Kalisto now, I think it could be something really cool if he actually would have won it the first time here, instead of just wasting it on Monday Night Raw. But then that's just my personal opinion. I think Kalisto wins here, and this will hopefully be the last time we hear it, and just hopefully, that'll be really nice, because it'll be really stupid for the WWE to have Alberto Del Blando, win here. But then again, it wouldn't surprise me. But Kalisto, I see winning. Next up is the last man standing match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship as Dean Ambrose, the champion, takes on the ruthless and dangerous Kevin Owens. This could be a potential to be a very fun and exciting matchup, and I can't wait to see these two guys tear each other apart. I think this could be very good. I think Dean and Owens have very good chemistry with each other. I see Dean Ambrose retaining the Intercontinental title, but being too beat up to actually compete for the Royal Rumble, and that probably leaves Kevin Owens to actually go and compete in the Royal Rumble as well. But then again, I don't know. Maybe both will be in the Royal Rumble. Never know. And then now, it is time for the main event and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time I take a look at the main event as it is one versus all, the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The World Heavyweight Championship of the world! Alright, as Roman Reigns defends his championship against the world's largest athlete, Big Show, Curtis Axel, the new faces of fear, the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman, the big guy, Ryback, Dolph Ziggler, Chris Jericho, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, Stardust, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, and many, many more. It will be one versus all as Roman Reigns picked the dreaded number one slot. And who knows, as Triple H might be lurking in the shadows, clutching his favorite sledgehammer. Will Roman Reigns do the impossible? Or will Vince McMahon finally get his revenge from making Roman, make him break our revenge by breaking Roman down? I think this will be a very fun Royal Rumble, something really positive. I think there's going to be Lesnar might win it, or I see Triple H do it. I think Lesnar wins it, and we're going to finally have at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns versus Lesnar, this time for one-on-one, and I think it'll be really good to see that again. I think it's going to be something, and then Reigns wins, and that would be it. I think that'll be really good, and a good story. But I think this could be a very good and interesting Royal Rumble, and actually be interesting for the right reasons. And I think the crowd reaction will be actually positive. Hopefully. Right? I mean, it's not like they're going to have Sheamus win. Or Jericho. Right? We can only hope. That's all we got. Hope. But I'm actually really feeling positive, and I cannot wait for this year's Royal Rumble. But that's our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for being here at the Dukect Lounge. We'll be right back in next week as I will continue the march to MagFest, which I cannot wait to. It is less than a couple weeks away. It is less than 4 weeks away as this time of this recording. So I'm pumped. Hopefully you guys and gals are going who are pumped as well. So, yeah, I'm pumped, as you can tell. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being a part of this cracky show of the Dukect Lounge. Thank you for the comments, criticisms, and the like. Remember, all that good things. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. This is Dukect here. Peace, love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.